Welcome to Aquarius Forecast. There is a very specific frequency moving through the air right now, and if you've been feeling a strange mix of excitement and anxiety, you're certainly not alone. January 10th, 11th, and 12th are presenting a unique window of opportunity for you, but they are also hiding a few traps that could pull you off course if you're not paying close attention. I want you to listen very carefully, because what we discuss today could change the way you handle the rest of this month. You are a visionary, someone who sees the world through a lens that others simply cannot access. However, even the most brilliant visionaries can trip over a small stone if they're only looking at the distant stars. We are going to explore exactly what these 3 days hold for you and how you can navigate them with the precision and grace that only an Aquarius can master. There is a hidden message in the way the world is responding to your energy right now, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to interpret it. Do not let these days pass you by without understanding the subtle forces at play, because the choices you make during this short window will set the tone for your entire season. On January 10th, the universe is going to test your ability to distinguish between a genuine opportunity and a clever distraction. You are naturally innovative and open to new ideas, which is usually your greatest strength. But on this specific day, it can also be a point of vulnerability. The mistake you must avoid at all costs on January 10th is saying yes too quickly. Someone in your professional or social circle might approach you with a project, an invitation, or a suggestion that sounds absolutely perfect on the surface. It might feel like the exact answer to a question you have been asking for weeks. However, there is a layer of complexity buried beneath the surface that is not immediately visible to the naked eye. If you jump in without asking the deeper questions, you might find yourself committed to something that drains your emotional and physical energy rather than feeding it. Take a deep breath and step back. Look at the proposal from every possible angle. Ask yourself if this truly aligns with your long-term values or if it is just a temporary boost for your ego. Your time is your most precious resource, and on January 10th, you must guard it like a treasure. Moving into January 11th, the energy shifts from the busy external world into your quiet internal landscape. This is a day where your intellect will be running at incredibly high speed, and while that can lead to some truly brilliant realizations, it also brings the risk of heavy overthinking. The biggest mistake you can make on January 11th is allowing self-doubt to paralyze your actions. You might find yourself second-guessing a decision you made recently, or wondering if you are truly capable of achieving the massive dreams you have set for yourself. This mental fog is not a reflection of reality. It's just a byproduct of the intense energy passing through your life right now. When you feel that wave of uncertainty coming on, do not try to fight it with more logic. Instead, try to lean into your intuition. Your mind might be confused by the data, but your soul already knows the way. Avoid the trap of seeking external validation on this day. If you ask everyone for their opinion, you will only end up more lost. Trust the quiet voice inside you that does not need to shout to be heard. You have always been a leader, so do not start acting like a follower just because the path feels a little misty right now. On January 12th, the focus turns toward your long-term stability and your physical reality. This could involve your home, your bank account, or your overall health. The mistake to watch out for on this final day of the window is acting out of a sense of urgency that does not actually exist. You might feel a sudden, intense pressure to finalize a deal, make a large purchase, or confront someone about a long-standing issue that has been bothering you. This feeling of it being a now or never moment is actually an illusion. On January 12th, the best thing you can possibly do is wait. If something is truly meant for you, it will still be waiting for you on January 13th and beyond. By rushing, you risk making a clerical error or missing a red flag that would be perfectly obvious if you were in a calm state of mind. This is a day for grounding yourself in the physical world. Spend time in nature, focus on your breathing, and remind yourself that you are in a marathon, not a sprint. The foundations you are building right now need to be solid, and solid things take time to set properly. Do not let a moment of impatience ruin months of dedicated hard work. You are often seen as the cool, detached observer of the world. But those who know you well understand how deeply you care about your place in the universe. During these 3 days, you might find that people are drawn to your energy more than they usually are. They see your clarity, and they want to borrow a piece of it for themselves. While it is wonderful to be a helpful friend or colleague, the mistake to avoid is taking on other people's problems as if they were your own responsibilities. You are a humanitarian at heart, but you cannot fix the world if you are emotionally exhausted and running on empty. On January 10th, 11th, and 12th, you should practice the art of compassionate detachment. Listen to your friends, offer your unique wisdom, but do not carry their heavy bags for them. You have your own journey to navigate, and these 3 days require your full, undivided attention. If you feel your energy being drained by someone else's drama, it is perfectly okay to pull back and recharge in private. Your true friends will understand your need for space, and those who do not are likely the ones you need a break from anyway. Let us talk about the specific communication style that will be most effective for you during this window of time. Aquarius is a sign of high intelligence and unique perspectives, which sometimes makes it difficult for others to keep up with the speed of your thoughts. The mistake you might fall into on January 10 is being too blunt or too abstract in your conversations. You might think you are being perfectly clear, but others may perceive you as being dismissive or uninterested in their point of view. To avoid unnecessary misunderstandings, make an intentional effort to ground your ideas in reality. Use simple language and check in with the person you are talking to ensure they are on the same page as you. On the flip side, on January 11th, avoid the mistake of over-explaining yourself to people who seem committed to misunderstanding you. Not everyone is ready for your level of insight, and that is perfectly fine. You do not need to defend your vision to those who do not have the eyes to see it. Save your energy for the people who truly support your growth and celebrate your uniqueness. Financial awareness is particularly important on January 12th. There is an energy of expansion around you, which is very positive, but it can also lead to a sense of false security. You might feel tempted to invest in something that promises a quick return, or to spend a significant amount of money on a luxury item to celebrate a small win. The mistake here is losing sight of your long-term financial goals. Before you spend a single dollar on these days, ask yourself if the purchase brings you closer to your ultimate goal of total freedom. You value independence above all else, and financial debt is one of the quickest ways to lose that independence in the modern world. Be wise, be frugal where you can, and look for creative ways to increase your value without increasing your risk. A small amount of discipline right now will lead to a massive amount of freedom later on. You are building a lasting legacy, not just a temporary lifestyle, and every single choice you make matters more than you realize. Your physical environment also plays a major role in how you handle the stress of these 3 days. If your living space is cluttered, your mind will naturally feel cluttered as well. The mistake many people in your sign make is ignoring their physical surroundings because they are so focused on their internal mental world. On January 10th, take just a few minutes to clear off your desk or organize a small corner of your home. This simple act of creating order will generate a sense of peace that allows you to handle the external pressures of the day with much more ease. When your environment reflects the clarity you want in your life, you become a powerful magnet for positive opportunities. Do not underestimate the power of a clean, organized space to shift your personal vibration. It is not about being a perfectionist. It is about creating a sanctuary where your best ideas can grow and flourish without being stifled by environmental chaos. In your personal relationships, January 11th might bring up some old patterns that you thought you had already moved past and healed. A partner, a family member, or a close friend might say something that triggers a sudden defensive reaction in you. The mistake would be to lash out in anger or to shut down and withdraw completely. Instead of reacting in the moment, try to observe your own emotions as if you were an outsider watching a movie. Why does this specific comment bother you so much? Is it really about the other person? Or is it a reflection of an insecurity you still need to address within yourself? By staying in the role of the calm observer, you can avoid unnecessary drama and turn a potential conflict into a profound opportunity for personal growth. Your relationships are often a mirror, and right now they're showing you exactly where you need to give yourself more love and acceptance. Be gentle with yourself and with those around you during this sensitive time. We are all just learning as we go. As an Aquarius, you are deeply connected to the collective consciousness of the world. You often feel the shifts in society long before they actually happen. On January 12th, you might feel a bit overwhelmed by the state of the world or the various problems facing humanity. The mistake to avoid is falling into a state of hopelessness or focusing too much on things that are completely outside of your control. This will only lower your vibration and make you feel powerless in your own life. Instead, focus on the small, positive actions you can take right now in your own community. How can you use your unique talents to make someone's life just a little bit better today? When you focus on being of service in a practical and local way, you reclaim your personal power and you align yourself with the positive forces of the universe. You were born to be a light in the dark, but you must make sure your own lamp is fueled and protected before you try to light the way for everyone else. Thinking about your career path? These 3 days are a time for careful observation rather than aggressive action. You might see others around you making big moves and feel a sudden sense of falling behind. This is a common mistake for the visionary Aquarius. You often feel like you should always be 3 steps ahead of the crowd. But remember that every season in life has a specific purpose. These 3 days are meant for gathering information and refining your internal strategy. If you force a major move right now, it will be like planting a seed in frozen ground. It simply will not grow. If you wait for the right moment, which is coming very soon, your efforts will yield a much greater and more sustainable harvest. Trust the timing of your life. You are not late, and you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to prepare for the success that is currently searching for you. Your intuition is going to be exceptionally high throughout this entire period, especially during the quiet evening hours of January 11th. You might have vivid dreams or sudden flashes of insight that seem to come out of nowhere. The mistake would be to dismiss these as mere coincidences or just the products of an overactive imagination. Keep a journal by your bed or use your phone to record your thoughts as soon as they come to you. These messages are like a roadmap for your next few months. They might not make complete sense immediately, but as you look back on them later, you will see the patterns and the profound wisdom they contain. You have a direct line to the universal mind, and these 3 days are a time when the connection is particularly strong and clear. Do not let the loud noise of the world drown out the soft signals coming from within your own soul. Finally, I want you to remember that you are allowed to be a work in progress. The biggest mistake of all is being too hard on yourself if you do happen to stumble over one of these pitfalls. If you find yourself overthinking on January 11th or rushing into a decision on January 12th, do not use it as an excuse to give up or be self-critical. Just stop, take a long breath, and realign yourself with your center. Each new moment is a fresh chance to choose a different path. You are learning how to balance your incredible intellect with your deep emotional needs, and that is a beautiful, lifelong process. Give yourself the same grace and patience you so freely give to the people around you. You are a unique and beautiful expression of the universe, and these 3 days are just one small, important part of your grand story. Stay curious, stay open, and keep moving forward with the quiet, steady confidence that belongs only to you. As you move through January 10th, 11th, and 12th, keep this guidance close to your heart. These warnings are not meant to limit your potential, but to empower your journey. By avoiding these common mistakes, you are clearing the way for a much more smooth and successful path toward your goals. You have the vision, the talent, and the heart to create a life that is truly extraordinary and uniquely your own. The world needs your perspective now more than ever before. If you found this forecast helpful and it resonated with your current journey, please take a moment to give this video a like and share it with another Aquarius who might need this guidance today. Your support helps us continue to bring you these detailed and intuitive forecasts every single week. Do not forget to subscribe to Aquarius Forecast and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an important update on your path. We are so incredibly grateful to be a part of your journey, and we look forward to seeing all the amazing things you will achieve in the coming days. Until next time, stay grounded, stay inspired, and always trust the process of your own evolution.